Hey guy, welcome back to the newest cycle of my blue hair evolution. I currently look like Sully from Monsters, Inc. Let me borrow a patch of fur. Prime Video is a lot like what Netflix was when it first came out. It's just a never-ending hub of more terrible movies than you could ever have time to watch in your life. Sure, Netflix still has its fair share of stinkers, but the sheer quantity of unwatchable cinema on Prime Video, it's next level. So today I'll be sharing with you two of my newest favorites, the first of which being Summertime Christmas. And I know it's too early for Christmas and technically too late for summertime, but I'm just gonna split the difference and talk about it now. Even the concept of this movie is bizarre. I won't go through the whole thing like beat by beat because it's way too long for that, but I'll at least sum up the important points for context. Now, just a warning, this movie does get a little fucked up at times. Dove.org gave it a negative rating of 4. Under sex, there's 1 point for a couple sharing a kiss. You've got 1 language point for the word dummy. Under violence, you've got 1 point for a boy throws an egg, and the last point is for prayer over food. So of course, if any of that bothers you, you might want to sit this one out. All right, so the backstory of this movie is that the United Nations just passed an international law that parents everywhere are no longer allowed to discipline their children. Now, of course, the foremost ramification of this is that Santa's naughty list is growing at an alarming rate. The kids have taken over, and all the parents can do is watch helplessly from the sidelines. Well, Santa wants to figure out what the hell's going on, so he sends his 2 best elves to be boots on the ground in rural Ohio, where they get to see firsthand the children are running buck wild with 0 consequences. Just as they seem to lose all hope, they meet a special girl named Jessica, who is nice even though she doesn't have to be. On top of everything else, the movie takes place during the 2008 US housing crisis, so there's also this fun backdrop of economic turmoil. All the parents are losing their jobs and everyone's sad, so Jessica makes it her life mission to put on a Christmas pageant in the middle of June. Her logic is that since, well, everyone loves Christmas, we should just do it now, and then our parents will forget about our houses being foreclosed.
They just need to realize that there's more to being a family than paying bills.
I know, right? When will these grown-ups learn to just let loose and have fun? She recruits some other kids in town to help out with the play, which very quickly proves to be a bad idea because remember, the kids in this universe are all foaming at the mouth for anarchy. They are bloodthirsty agents of chaos who seek to destroy everything around them. The only repercussions any of them face are when this kid vandalizes too hard and breaks his fucking leg, and then this woman comes up and is like, you know why that happened, right? It's because God is punishing you.
Only God can command right and wrong. In fact, you already are in trouble. And not just for tonight, but for every bad thing you have ever done.
Oh, man. Hey, could you take me to a hospital? You see, about halfway through this already absurd movie, it stops just being a silly magical elf tale, and they start throwing in some very subtle Christian undertones. Like, it's easy to miss this one here, but pay close attention and you might just catch it.
What happened to your leg?
I fell, but somebody helped me back up.
Did you notice the window? A lot of people miss that the first time, but there's actually a hidden message. So they do the nativity pageant and it cheers everyone up, but we still haven't solved the jobs problem. Luckily, Elwood the elf is a business savant, and he shows Jessica's dad the magic berry he grew that tastes like Christmas.
It tastes like Christmas morning.
So they decide to make a whole farm where they can grow the berries and hire the entire town to work there. So to recap, this is a Christmas movie about resisting the New World Order and stimulating a small town's economy. The kids are gonna love this one. One note about these elves, even though they look and dress exactly like I did in high school, they're both supposed to be like 700 years old. Dude survived the bubonic plague and all of his shirts are from American Eagle. Even at the end of the movie, they flash forward 50 years and he's still rocking board shorts. All right, so it's a weird ass movie with a very very heavy tonal shift at the midway point. I'm not gonna take you through the whole thing, but I do wanna highlight some of my favorite moments. In the very beginning of the movie, Elwood chases Nora to ask her about the Santa transmission they both just got. And this, of course, involves a high-speed train chase. Very exciting. Fun fact about this train, this is actually a little trolley that runs in a circle around a mall in Ohio. I know they're just being resourceful, but it's really funny to film this. Like, he has to catch it before it takes off or he'll never see her again, when he probably could have just lightly jogged behind it until it stopped again. It's just going to a different part of the mall. Later on, they try to go swimming, which they don't know how to do because they're from the North Pole. And I absolutely love how quickly Elwood goes from standing perfectly fine in the pool to full-on drowning.
Elwood!
Speaking of Elwood, I noticed that most of the time when he's talking, it kind of seems like his sole focus is just on remembering his next line.
But if you left, our hometown wouldn't be as cheerful anymore.
Makes me feel bad for the girl who played Nora because she honestly does a great job. She always has her lines ready, and then you can see her kind of look at him during every pause like,
I wish we could help this sweet little town.
hey, you're supposed to be saying something.
We
right?
may not be able to change the kid.
I also wrote down in my notes, what, you're weird?
What?
What?
You're weird.
So I guess that's what I was talking about. When Jessica first starts planning the play, I absolutely love this list of things she gives to the rest of the kids to go find.
Sarah, you need a baby and a manger. Leslie, you need some animals. And remember your beard.
All right, so all we need is a wooden crib, a human baby, a bunch of goats. And Jimmy, how old are you again? 9? I'm gonna need you to grow a beard for this. At one point, Elwood rents a car so he and Nora can pick up Jessica one day. And he does not know how to drive, even though he's had all 100 years of cars existing to try and figure it out. Anyway, after doing this long-ass maneuver in her driveway, they cut to the inside of the car where everyone is trying to catch their breath. What are they, pedaling the car with their feet? You should probably talk to an elf doctor if you're this out of breath from sitting. From there, they all head to an ice cream museum, and I wanna see if you notice what happens to her ice cream cone. All right, regular ice cream, nothing to see here. And, what's going on there?
That ice cream must have really hit the spot.
Definitely.
They got a PNG file of ice cream and keyframed it over her cone. I assume it's either because she ate too much of it or it melted too fast, but like, there is no way whatever happened to it could have possibly looked worse than this. Okay, and then they drive back home, and I guess they didn't want the actor who played Elwood to actually drive the car, so they had his nearly identical stunt double pull it off, and look at this cut. Seamless. Apparently it wasn't too dangerous to have a teenager vault the side of a moving train while wearing flip-flops. But having him slowly pull off a 3-point turn, that's where we draw the line. This movie could have been like 40 minutes shorter if they just cut out all of the awkward pauses and didn't feel the need to have every shot play out in its entirety. Did we need to see the stunt driver drive the whole length of this road in order to understand that they are now going somewhere else? No. So then don't do it. This clip is 18 seconds long. Just go to the next scene. There's another one of these near the end.
If you would please join me back in the sanctuary.
Oh, we have to watch everyone physically walk into the other room to know that they're in the other room now. You don't have to use all of your footage. I also love the whole segment where everyone finds out that the new company is coming into town.
Another company's coming into town.
But I thought they said that the likelihood of another company wanting to come into our tiny little town was negligible.
But I thought they said that the likelihood of another company wanting to come into our tiny little town was negligible.
I have it on the best of authority that a new plant business is coming in.
Whose authority?
Well, I'm not supposed to.
Shame on you for spreading idle reports, Joan. Why is every line in this movie so awkward? All right, then the last thing I'm gonna show you is the finale, where Santa has a heated boardroom showdown with a representative from Alaska who is supposed to relay everything he says to the rest of the world.
It is the duty of parents to instruct and discipline them when they are young so that when they are older, they will not deviate into evil.
Santa is so fucking pissed about this new law, and he can't stop talking about it.
This would suggest that the government
government is better suited at raising children than their own parents.
But try as he might, he just can't get anyone to listen to them, even with a hologram. So he gets pissed off, gives a vague threat, and then walks out of the room like some kind of supervillain.
If they don't change their policies, they will understand soon enough.
What is Santa gonna do? That's so ominous. The end. All right, so we already watched this movie and we love it so much. Amanda, why don't you tell everyone how you found it?
Well, it was just a normal Tuesday night, and I was just looking for something fun to watch, and this movie had only 10 reviews, and I knew it had to be good. If on Amazon there were only 10 reviews.
So watching this whole movie, we both got the feeling that like the actors didn't seem to know their lines very well, or it seemed like they were improvising a lot, which is kind of weird for a movie about a talking dog. It's not really like a, you know, Judd Apatow movie with a bunch of comedians riffing. It's just like, this is like a family movie. Why are they riffing lines? And then everything made sense when we saw the blooper at the end.
Joke around with each other a little bit. Joke around with each other a little bit. Joke around, have fun with each other a little bit. Joke around, say something smart to her, Alex.
So apparently the director is just like, come on, say something funny. You're a kid, say something smart.
To a child.
To a child. Was the whole movie
Who's
like
trying
that?
to act in a movie? Yeah, just say something funny.
This poor kid, he looks so nervous in that shot, and the director's just like, come on, say something funny.
I'm
Think
just
of
here
something
to
funny.
act. I'm not here to improv an entire script.
I know, you're the director. You give me something to say and I'll say it. That's why like so many of the lines like don't even really make sense. It's because these poor kids had to come up with them on the spot. But anyway, this is our new favorite movie, Allie and Obie.
How come you're not helping? Aren't you excited about your new house?
I guess.
Look at it this way. You have a new house, a new bedroom, a new stepdad and a stepbrother that love you.
And you have a new grandpa and a dog that loves you too.
So Allie has a lot of change in her life. She's living in a new house. She has a new stepdad, a new grandpa, and a new dog. You know your life is pretty upside down when you have a new grandpa all of a sudden. It's a lot. It's a big adjustment to make.
You like dogs?
They're okay, I guess.
Well, Obie's a special dog.
What makes him so special?
Yeah, what does make Obie so special?
You'll see.
Let's stop right here for a minute. Let me formally introduce you. We're going to stand on this side.
I guess they realized they were standing on the wrong side based on rehearsals, so she just has to move to the other side. Introduce yourself to the dog. He'll only see you if you're on his left.
Here. He likes you.
Oh, he likes you. See?
That's not how you meet a dog. Don't go and shake his hand.
They wrote it like the dog was a person.
Good boy. Good boy.
He's waddling like he's trying not to take a dump. Oh no.
Oh, the dog.
This box is too big. Let's switch.
No, it's not. You can carry it.
What happened?
I dropped the box.
They kind of talk like they're all talking dogs. They don't fully understand what they're saying.
This box is too big for you.
It's too big, I'm gonna drop the box. She drops a box. What happened? I dropped the box.
How come you let her pick up this big box?
She says she can handle it.
No, I said it was too big.
And why'd you pick it up?
Great framing. It's behind the grandpa, you can barely see.
Hi. Hi. You want to go to the park with us? Sure.
Well, you can't just go to the park, you gotta get there first. And it's important when you're watching a movie to see every mode of transportation between two scenes in full. Like, we get it, they're going to the park.
You guys want to play bicycle hide and seek?
These girls are kind of mean, actually, because they play bicycle hide and seek, which is apparently when you sit on a bike and close your eyes and then all your friends abandon you in the woods.
20.
I mean, that is pretty scary.
Yeah, it's pretty mean. Well, this is a pivotal moment because this is to show the bond that she and Obie have. Obie comes and finds her and I guess leads her back home.
Have you been crying?
No, Mom. I just got some dust in my eye.
Okay.
Okay.
Class, we have a student joining us. What's that going to equal? 3 times 4? 12.
So now that she's in school, there's like a whole scene where they just do math. And that's really fun to watch, like 5 minutes of.
That's so mean. She's just like, figure it out.
In F, That's not like you, Allie. Did you study?
Yes.
What was the problem?
I just don't understand it.
You better get it together, young lady. If you have to go to summer school this summer, we're not going to Disneyland.
So mean.
That's fucked up, I'm gonna be honest. No one really makes an effort to help her understand math. They're just like, why don't you get it? Be honest, are you stupid?
Yeah.
You don't know how to do it? Well, since you don't know how to do it, you can't come to Disney with us. We're all gonna go without you, and you can stay here and do math and live alone.
Come here, boy. Come here, Obie.
Obie, hey, you're in a movie, buddy.
You're lucky. You don't have to worry about math.
I think about that all the time when I look at Bimham. I'm like, you're so lucky.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with
That-
real life or chores.
Almost every morning when I would go to school as a kid and I did not want to go to school, I would look at my cats and be like, you have no idea how lucky you are.
Grandpa, I'm not doing so well in math, and if I don't get my grade up, we're not going to California this summer.
Don't worry, sweetheart. Grandpa to the rescue.
Finally, an adult in her life will help guide her through math. Oh no.
That's not a good look.
That's not a good look. Don't worry, I'll help you.
Allie, this is the new math.
No, it's just regular algebra.
I'm sorry, kiddo. I can't help you.
Just
drops the book.
He just leaves. He just walks out the door.
It doesn't say anything.
So we know the dog talks because that's in the synopsis. What do you think the dog would sound like?
You can do it, Allie. I know you can.
Who said that?
He's got this like sultry jazz voice.
It was me.
Dogs? Dogs can't talk.
I can.
How come I can hear you?
Because you're special.
What makes me so special?
You're a good girl.
The dog's special and she's special.
Yeah, I don't...
So when you're both special, then you can hear each other.
Okay.
I guess I'm not special because Bimham doesn't talk to me.
I've been in the family for years.
I do like that they didn't try to animate his mouth. I hate when they do that.
Such a low bar. I agree, but that's like, I do like that they didn't even try to do extra work.
Because when they do, it looks so bad and scary.
Bad, yeah.
The first thing you have to do is remember your formulas.
Oh, now I get it. So if I remember my formulas,
then I can do math.
He's not only a talking dog, he's a genius.
He's a genius, yeah. When dogs never in their history have had to comprehend math for any survival reason, he took the time to learn math just to help her.
Yeah.
And what he learned is that you have to remember your formulas.
Yes! Wait until I tell Obie. I got an A+. I stayed up all night studying.
All right, well, I didn't know any of this shit till my dog taught me, so give me a break.
Have you seen my cell phone? Nope.
I know where his phone is.
I stole it.
Why don't you go tell him?
He can't hear me, but you could tell him where it is.
He can hear me? Yeah, you're a human.
He probably hid it there in the first place. Tell Mom and Dad I'll be home in time for dinner.
So I was walking home from school yesterday, dropped my phone, and it shattered. Grandma was so mad at me.
They talk about phones so
All they
much.
talk about is phones.
Hey, Christopher Columbus.
Why are you calling me Christopher Columbus?
Because you went on a wild adventure trying to find your way home last night.
Because you sailed the ocean blue in
In 1942. There's so many things they could, like...
Did Christopher Columbus go on a wild adventure?
Yeah, I wouldn't really call it that. That's a funny way to describe it.
I don't see what the big deal is.
They're making fun of her because she just moved here yesterday and she got lost. Also, I like his shirt.
Football.
Leave her alone. I don't want to hear her cry like a little baby.
You mean like you did after you got that F on the quiz?
All these kids talk about are phones and math. It consumes their life.
Well, what'd you get?
I got a B.
Yeah, right.
I did, and my dog helped me study. My dog talks, and no one else can hear him but me.
I don't know if I would say
Yeah,
that.
I probably wouldn't tell people that. There's unprovable facts. Like, my dog talks, he knows math, and only I can hear him. It's like,
Just met these people.
You're not doing yourself any favors.
This is boring, and I'm going home.
Bye, Christopher Columbus.
Shut up,
Christopher Columbus. Christopher
And they don't even acknowledge that the dog talks to her. They're still stuck on that she got lost.
I know it. Oh, your dog talks? That's weird. Christopher Columbus.
I don't trust Michelle and Drew.
Why not?
Something about the way they left you in the woods at the park.
No, not just something about. Just the whole thing about.
These people who have only been cruel to her, and he's like, I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on what it is I don't like about them. Nice.
And they took her to a part of the neighborhood that she didn't know. and she got lost.
Do you guys want to play bicycle hide and seek?
Well, they do a flashback because it's been 15 minutes since this scene.
They even reminded us of this in the last scene, and they're like black and white footage. Like, just in case you forgot, the only thing that's happened in this movie so far.
This just happened!
1 minute ago this happened.
Taking another test.
I want you guys to let me know if you notice anything funny about this scene. Did you catch it? There's like 30 pencils in this scene that are all sharpened, but the one they do a close-up on is brand new out of the box. And
that's the shot.
We got it, nailed it.
She's writing like a letter.
Yeah, dear president.
And I didn't do so well this time. I got a D.
A D?
What's that dog been teaching you?
Maybe we can get you a tutor.
What seems to be the problem with geometry? It's really a very logical...
And even the tutor!
It's just numbers!
I know, the tutor who is hired to help her understand math. She's just like, well, it's pretty fucking simple. I mean...
Simple process. Not to me. What do you mean?
It's simple, not to me. What do you mean?
Is this a test? Well, you could say that.
Can someone teach her math instead of just giving her tests to fail?
Hey, you want to buy some lemonade? Why don't we go around the neighborhood and tell everyone so we can make a lot more money?
You guys thirsty? There's some lemonade down there.
Sure, let's go. Hey, what about you guys?
You about lemonade?
Sure, let's go.
Sure, we've got money. We're kids.
We're rich. We're not rich, silly. Rich is when you have $1 million. We have $8.36.
How did they get $8.36 when lemonade was 25 cents?
Is it because she's bad at math that people are just giving them like pennies and she's like, that's probably enough? They sold like 33 and a half cups of lemonade. Like... Why is no one around doing anything? All those adults just saw them tie the dog up. 1 second later, these kids sprint over with troublemaking looks on their faces.
Yeah, it's probably bad.
Where's Obie? Maybe he got loose? No, I tied him up really good.
Did you guys see? My dog was right here?
Yeah, 2 little boys took it. They went that way. All right, thanks.
Is Obie here?
No, I thought he was with you.
He probably ran off. How come you didn't tie him up?
They get so mad at her.
Calm down, sweetheart. Maybe he just got loose.
That's also a problem. Don't worry, he probably just ran away.
Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you, ma'am.
Tell me about the dog.
Well, he's got 4 legs, tail.
Covered in fur.
All right, got it.
Got it.
We'll be on the lookout.
All right. Y'all have a good contact number?
For the dog? No, he doesn't have a phone. We'd call him if he did.
I gotta get out of here. Allie still needs help with her math.
No concern about how you've been stolen from your family. You're just like, she's not going to do good on that math. Also, he didn't help her on the last one. She got a D on the last one.
Yeah, that confused me too. I thought she was supposed to be doing good.
Yeah.
I guess, he doesn't know geometry.
He only knows pre-algebra. You get to geometry and he's like,
know geometry.
I don't know shapes, man. I'm a dog.
I missed him too. He's been my buddy for years.
He's my best friend, and I feel like this is all my fault.
Kinda, yeah.
Why don't you say a prayer before you go to bed tonight?
That's a great idea, except I don't know how.
When you get ready to say your prayer, you say, Dear God.
If only someone would do that with
Yeah,
math. I don't know how to do math. And everyone's just like, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. And then she's like, how do I pray? And he does a step-by-step guide.
First you do this.
Please bring Obie home safely. He's my best friend and Grandpa's buddy.
I like how she just met the dog, who's known her grandpa his whole life. And she's like, he's my best friend and Grandpa's acquaintance.
Don't forget your formula on that one.
Oh, got it. Yep. Formula.
Got it.
Maybe if I tug this rope, it'll come loose. There we go. I'm free.
He comes back home and knocks on the door. Hello.
Ah, yes, Obie.
It's great to see you again.
Obie! I knew you'd come back.
Well, I guess that mystery's solved.
I told you he'd be back.
That solves that.
Nice. All we had to do was nothing.
Can I feed him?
Yes, quickly. You need to get back to studying.
Oh my God.
I know, the dog just came back. And
Can she have 10 seconds to celebrate the return of her lost dog?
No.
Her whole life revolves around math. It's really depressing.
Dear God, thanks again for bringing Obie home.
It just goes to show you, anything you pray for ever will come true immediately. The next day. Really long birthday montage.
Oh yeah, they got the cup song.
That's how you know this is a period piece. That was fucked up, Mom, when you did that. Trying to read her lips what she said.
The president presents she got?
Absurd.
A Louis Vuitton handbag.
An iPhone, a Build-A-Bear, and a Louis Vuitton bag for her birthday. What a day. So now they get to go out and go camping.
What's wrong? The instructions are in Spanish.
Oh no!
I don't know Spanish. I don't even know math.
Montar los Palos de la Tienda.
What a fun scene this is when they all work together to figure out Spanish.
Yeah, and Los Palos means poles. Assemble the tent poles. We got it.
Put together the tent. Okay, let's do it.
All right, step 2.
Fred, spread the tent. You got it.
You got it.
Poor kids had to actually put a tent together, which is like a really difficult thing to do in my experience, and I'm an adult. Throughout the movie, we get to see them, you know, suffer from heat exhaustion, sweat their asses off, and now you can visibly see multiple mosquitoes just flying around their face. You can see bites. And for what? They did all of this for this movie?
Very poetic.
Very. What does that mean?
They're eating on.
I have a funny story.
Okay, let's hear it.
Once upon a time, there was a caterpillar. No. Once upon a time, there was a butterfly.
Oh.
Well, first it was a caterpillar, and then it grew up. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then its children grew up, so the mother had to go away. And then.
This doesn't sound funny at all. Now that was funny.
Well, it sounds funny when my grandpa tells it.
You should stick to it.
You should stick to
You
it.
should stick to it. Kind of savage, actually.
Yeah.
That's like when you sing a song and then someone's
Oh,
like,
who sings that?
Lady Gaga.
Well, let's keep it that way.
Okay.
So if you mess this up, I'm gonna make your life miserable. Now, I'll show you a few tricks and that's it.
Finally, a human being is going to teach her how to do math.
He's gonna show her a few tricks.
A few tricks, because that's all math is. There's just a couple
Tricks and formulas.
tricks, formulas, shortcuts.
That looks like your forehead.
The trick is that looks like your forehead.
Oh, Allie. I don't know what to say. How's your mother gonna feel about this?
What did I get?
You got an 89!
Can't trick her like that.
Yeah, why does he Ryan Seacrest her where it's like the winner is not
Kelly Clarkson.
I won?
Looks like we can go to California.
Well, everybody but Grandpa.
Why?
He died.
I can't wait to tell Mom and Alex when they get home.
Well, Grandpa's here. Why don't you go run and tell him now?
Grandpa!
Tell Grandpa you're going and he's not.
Grandpa, guess where only I get to go?
It's not like we're best pals or anything. Mom did make him be nice.
Oh, excuse me.
Those are the boys that took me from the cupcake shop.
Hey, that's our dog.
Hey, stole a mutt, little girl.
No, this is my special dog. He belongs to my grandpa, my brother, and me.
This is so weird. Why do they want the dog? All they did when they got him was tie him up to a shed and then abandon him for weeks.
They don't even know he's special.
Yeah, they don't know that he talks. It's not like, oh, we could sell him for money.
Is there a problem here? Because from what I see, you guys are trying to steal our dog.
No, we just thought he was a cute dog.
We want one just like him. I just didn't want you guys getting in trouble over a misunderstanding.
Cool, bye.
And it didn't get along the whole movie, but I guess they're friends now and they can go on vacation.
And we're off to California.
To play in the beach in the sun.
We're off to California to play in the beach in the sun. A lot of times with outtakes, you watch them and it's like, oh, this is funny. Like Breaking Bad outtakes are always funny because it's such a serious show. But when you watch outtakes for a movie like this, it's kind of just depressing because it gives you an insight into what it was like to film this movie.
Ryan, watch out, you're in the frame, totally in the frame. Ryan is all up in the frame.
This was barely even a movie. Like, I cannot believe that this is on a streaming service.
Still have no idea why the dog talks.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 obies.
You hear that, guys? My tummy's rumbling. Good thing I have Food Box from today's sponsor, HelloFresh. Food Box. You've heard of boxes, and you've heard of food, but did you ever think someone would be crazy enough to combine it into one thing and send it to your door every week? Well, HelloFresh is here to do just that, and it's so tasty and convenient that I've been using them for years before they even started sponsoring my channel. Even though I like cooking, I still have days where I would rather get it done as quickly as possible. And HelloFresh has a ton of meals that you can make in 30 minutes, 20 minutes, hell, even 10 minutes, and they're still delicious. Time is valuable, and when I can save some, not only cooking, but also from from grocery shopping, which I no longer have to do as often, it gives me more time to do the things I love, like catching frisbees in my mouth and barking at the mailman. You also don't have to worry about boring or repetitive meals with HelloFresh. They're constantly updating their menu and you can pick anything you want on it. You can add extra meals, a lunch or a quick breakfast, a snack or dessert, just about anything you could possibly be in the mood for, and you never have to step foot inside of a grocery store. The ingredients are all perfectly portioned, so there's no food waste, and the produce is freshly picked and travels from the farm to your door in less than a week. It's a streamlined system that helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional grocery shopping. So if you want to try something out that'll take a ton of stress out of your weekday meals, head to HelloFresh.com and use my code I'mALittleStinker65 for 65% off plus free shipping. It's a great deal and it's the perfect time to try it out for yourself. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and thank you again to HelloFresh for sponsoring it. The good news for all the people who have absolutely hated my blue hair, pretty sure my hair has now finally grown in long enough for me to haircut, or for me to cut hair, for me to get a haircut. And then I'll finally look normal again. Is that what you want? For me to just look like a regular guy? This hair changed my life, okay? You have no idea. People no longer make the joke that I'm Danny Gonzalez. Now they make the joke that I'm Ninja. That's so much worse. But anyway, I hope you liked this video, and if you didn't, fuck you.